Welcome into episode 23 of the Ultimate Die League podcast. The original gang is back together. It's your boy Troy Costa, the commish, here with your co-hosts. We got Shmurda, Brendan DeAndrade.
Yeah.
And we got the two-time MVP and reigning UDL champion for the 7th time, Riley Lang.
Good to be back.
Damn,
Sheesh.
7, bro. That's more than Michael Jordan.
7 rings for Lang and J. Rich. They pull off and on one of the probably their most improbable run to a championship out of the 7. Quick entrance into the losers bracket after one game. I think you went 1-0, then a quick bounce into the losers bracket. Did not stop them at all. They won the next 7 straight games, maybe 8 straight games. They went 8-1 on the day and had to win 2 in the finals. Faced a hot Rocco and Zill team.
Facts.
Knocked them off in 2 and picked up their 7th ring.
Got her done.
How does it feel? It's been almost a calendar year since your last ring. So how does it feel to finally get back up there?
It felt good. And it was funny because on just the day itself, it was kind of like it wasn't like our best weather die day. And Jay Rich got in the car and he was like, we're winning today. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Really? I'm
Really?
like, really? I'm like, all right. And then I don't know. That's our first game. Like, I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, I'm not playing. I don't feel I'm playing at my best.
Yeah.
And then we faced JT and Beretti. They knocked us off, and I was like, damn. I'm like, fuck. I'm like,
Great game.
I'm like, dude, like I might be blowing this. And he's like, dude, but good. I'm like, all right. And then once the wheels get turning, we
Honestly,
just didn't stop.
like as a bystander, I'm looking at Lang and I'm like, yo, does Lang got it?
And all of
I'm like, yo, does Lang and J Rich look human right now? Like I watched that game against JT and Beretti. I'm like, yo, like shit, like they might not win today.
I was just dropping dies that I just normally
that's what
don't
I'm saying.
drop.
And then by the end though, I feel like you just flip a fucking switch, bro, and just stop like
Well, then it
going
went
crazy.
to I didn't drop a single die.
Yeah.
You were lights out. It's
Yeah.
funny you said that J. Rich was the one kind of calming you
Oh,
down.
well-
I feel like that's a role reversal. Usually after a loss,
absolutely,
you're the
'cause
one that's...
after like I'd overthrow or after a game, I'd be like, damn, dude, I was like the JT and Kev game. I'm like, damn, like we like kind of snuck out that win. And he's like, dude, we're good. We won. Whatever. Next one. And I was like, all right, whatever. And like lost to JT and Beretti. He's like, well, just relax, fucking, it's fine. Like, and I'm like, you were in your head. I played die, but like I wasn't playing die how I usually play die.
Yeah.
And then everything kind of just started
Clicking.
It just came together.
Nah, that's fine. Like
full
I
speed.
noticed it. Like I was watching. I'm like, yo, Lang
Everyone
just
did.
out of nowhere just turned up.
There was a couple
Like out
people,
of nowhere, you just started FIFAing every fucking dice, catching everything. J Rich catching it, and then you guys just are back to like championship level, like playing.
Mazzilli
Quick.
came up to me multiple times. I was like, dude, he's like, you good? Like, you're not playing like yourself. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I was like, I feel fine. I mean, like, I'm getting to the die. It's just not.
Facts.
It's not staying with me.
I feel like that's what happens sometimes. And like, do you play die outside of UDL?
Very rarely.
Exactly. So you get warmed up in the tourney,
Right.
right? You're getting warmed up in your first couple games, and after you got a couple games under your belt, you feel like, all right, I'm good now.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's true.
Yeah.
But just like the whole day itself, like, and like everything got put back like an hour, like waiting. Usually I get there and I just start throwing right away. And then Fabi was like nowhere to be found.
Excuse,
like
that's an excuse. Get out of here. Now everyone had the same playing field. Now
I don't know if someone's birthday was the night before or something like that. I don't know. I mean, people's heads were in the toilet.
Hey,
or something.
bro, I don't know, man. There was something going on.
But,
I don't know why Fobs
It
is
was
late.
the whole...
We're sitting there with our thumbs up our asses for an hour. Everyone's like, we're like throwing footballs and fucking soccer balls around.
Bro.
I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
The funniest part is that when I do pull up and we're walking, and me and Alec come in with our sunglasses all beat up.
Yeah.
And everyone's all hyped up, like, yo, there you are, let's go. I look in the corner, and there's Kearney and Roach with the same vibe that I'm on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the two guys that were out with us. I don't know what they were pouring in those drinks, but every person that was out with us was like, Ken's was in the toilet for 4 hours that
Yeah.
morning.
It happens.
It was just one of those nights.
It happens.
So
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I had a miraculous 6 o'clock bathroom break. You know, like, yeah, bro, it happened.
6 a.m.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll do
I'm
it.
not up at that time.
In the end, happy to come out with a win, get number
Sure.
7.
Yeah, that was big.
You know, just I don't know, boys. Keep moving forward. What do we think?
It's
I called it.
right after.
What do we think? I mean,
right
I called
after
it.
everybody saying that
they're done.
it's done, the
Yeah.
reign's over, and
Done that.
D Hall even said he sees you maybe making a finals, but
Yeah.
he doesn't see you picking up another ring. Beretti scoffed at that. He was like, "Bro, what?"
Thank you.
I
Right.
called it. I don't know if I said it on the podcast. I'm pretty sure I had to. But
And
I knew y'all were winning.
In every tourney like that,
At least one.
that championship game, everyone was into it. It was lit.
Yeah.
Everyone was all in. You know, I know some people screwed early, but whatever. But everyone that was there was into the championship game.
Nah,
Yeah.
facts.
There
And
weren't
that,
people
that was
off
good.
doing
good.
other shit.
It was a good championship.
That was good, and I
was,
appreciate everyone for taking the championship game more serious. I feel like, you know, in the past, a lot of people play money games and do all that shit on the side because they're like received their 2 L's already, right? I feel like last tourney was lit that people actually, you know, didn't even think of a money game during the finale, which is fire. Because like you said, Langa, people were into it. Like everyone was
Right.
into every single play. Like I saw Zilly, shout out Zill, he played phenomenal the entire day. But I saw Zilly even crack under pressure because everyone was screaming at him. You know what I mean? Like that's how crazy that game was. Like there was a crowd effect
Well, how
to
could
the
you-
fucking game.
How could you not want to watch that game? We finally, for the first time, have Rocco and Zill against Lang and J-Rich in the finals. That's been
And-
one of the most even rivalries for a couple of years now.
There was
And
no
Rocco
fucking
and
way I was
Zill-
losing that.
Rocco and Zill played Cam and Roach. They're like arch nemesis for this
Yep.
season.
That was
like,
a tilt.
Just let y'all know they have a bet on who's gonna like do better when they're both in the tourney or whatever. So I guess Rocco and Zill are now winning that bet.
No, I don't
currently.
think. I think it's all ring oriented. It's who has the most rings if they were both at the tourney.
No.
So right now, I think,
I don't-
as far as
nah.
I know, it's still 0-0.
I don't think it's rings. Who told
Sorry.
you that? They said that recently.
I was like the mediator for the bet, so they made I
So
was
it's
very drunk,
it's
but I
only
think
a ring?
I
That's
remember
it?
it being rings and not
So what the
wins.
Why would y'all bet on rings? Like y'all know you're gonna win it. So you
Well,
know what
honestly,
this UDL shit
That's
is.
why Roach was so invested, because Roach is now rooting so hard for Lang and J-Rich out of nowhere.
Yeah, you
'cause-
know what this UDL shit is, boys. It ain't easy to get a ring around here. You betting on rings? You guys is crazy. Yo, respect though, like respect, but you guys is nuts betting on rings in the UDL. This is the professional die league you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? A lot has to go right for
Ultimate.
to the ultimate die league. A lot has to go right for you to win a tournament. A lot has to go right. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna go out there and make the finals every single time like Langa and J Rich.
Hey, I mean, they did make the finals though. Rocco did make it.
Nah, shout out Rocco and Zill. They played crazy, bro. Zill, I feel like had one of his best tourneys. Like I can tell you right now, Zill's on my fantasy carrying me. I'm on Mazzilli's back in fantasy.
You guys
bro.
are both 2-0. You're the only only
Yes,
two
sir.
2-0 teams.
Yeah, 2 in the
Thank you,
Come
J.
on
Rich.
now. Yeah. Shout out Mazzilli, bro. One of the best fantasy players ever. Got me on his back this season. Shout out Zill.
J. Rich.
Your boy is 0-2. D Hall, I need a little more out of you, my boy.
Yo,
I need a little more out of you, my boy.
when did you grab D-Hall?
Third
Second round?
Third round. I
Oh,
got
third round?
Joe. I had unbeat Joe, D Hall. So my first two weren't at that tourney.
Oh, D Hall wasn't off the free agent.
D Hall was my third pick,
Nah,
just
chill.
because people were unsure about his status
Chill, not
this
the free
season,
agent.
and the rumor that he wouldn't
Chill.
be playing once Kearney gets called into.
Yeah, I mean, like, yo,
service.
shout out to everyone who can make every single tourney. It's hard, bro. So like, if you're a player that hasn't missed a lot of tournaments, shout out to you. If you're a player that makes majority of the tournaments, because
and you're probably
you know what I'm
carrying
saying? It's
someone
not
in
hard,
fantasy.
bro. It's not hard. And you probably carrying somebody in fantasy.
Boys, I got some good news and I got some awful news, some terrible news.
Yeah, go
Um,
ahead, break it.
the UDL hard drive. Some of you may know about the hard drive. You've seen it. Has every game, every green screen moment, every interview, every anything is on
Ever.
this hard drive, dating back to 2020, all
Yeah.
labeled by season. And over the weekend, it corrupted and lost all the files. Absolutely devastating. Reached out to a few of my tech guys. They found what was wrong with it and said that it is fixable. After a hefty fee, I called quite a couple places, got some quotes. It's a
Yeah.
little out of our budget at the moment.
Yeah, it's a couple Ks.
So safe to say, the footage from seasons 2, 3, and 4 is gone temporarily. So everyone that's waiting for your top 30 video from this past season, unfortunately, is going to have to be on pause. We will get it back at some point. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But right now, we just do not have that footage anymore.
Hit him with the good news.
But the good news is that we do still have the footage from this season, at least. We have footage from Tourney 1, footage from Tourney 2, because it was all within 30 days, so I had all the iCloud shit. I was able to salvage that
shit.
So the recap video is coming. The content will still be coming. You just won't see as much of those throwbacks as you've been seeing on the page.
True.
So tough hit for sure. I already went out and got a new hard drive. I got the fancier hard drive, so apparently it won't corrupt. Not a shot it corrupts, but I'll probably get a second one anyways, just to have everything on both. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen again. But for now,
if you guys want to donate, right, send your donations to
set up a GoFundMe.
To Troy Costa's Venmo. Troy Costa's Venmo. You guys all Venmoed him before to get into entry of attorney. You know, we'll take any donations. You know, a penny.
Nah, we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out.
Hey, I'm just saying, we're gonna figure it out regardless. But like, if you guys want a quicker, like, if you're like bugging out, like, yo, how long is this gonna take? Like, I've been waiting so long for my top 30 video. Throw a donation, family. It's only gonna get us closer.
Word. Yeah, that footage is not gone. It exists somewhere.
Yeah.
In some nerd's software, and he will get that back for us.
Not in UDL possession.
And apparently they get big bucks for doing what they do, because I guess it's a hard thing to do. So more power to them.
And if you know how to code or like...
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. If any of your family members, if you have any techie family members that you're hearing this, and I think my uncle can do that in a heartbeat. Or like my brother does that shit.
Yeah.
Please hit me up. And before I reach out to one of these places that wants a couple K, I will happily pay your family member, but maybe not as much as a couple K. And we can
get the UDL deal.
We can get a little UDL discount.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right,
but yeah,
that's
the news about the hard drive. Sorry about that, boys. I should have had a backup already.
Bow.
Shame on me.
Bow, bow, bow.
But there's a new rule that I've noticed when I was watching footage that we're going to implement. It happened in your game, actually, against Cam and Roach. Maybe Roach tossed it. No, it was Cam tossed it. It was a same side, so it landed short. You're standing right there in your line on your side, doing what you're supposed to do. Comes up, hits you in the chest, goes back on the table.
Oh, yeah.
It's a tale as old as time. It happens, and it's always like one of those kind of eye roll moments, like, bro, like what, like, and everyone that's been in the league for a while is just hip to the rule, and it's kind of just one of those like, all right, point against me.
Yeah.
But I'm realizing now it happened to Darling and Andrew, who aren't that familiar with the rules, and they're kind of just learning on the fly and accepting what we say is the rule as it happens.
Right.
And when that one happened, it hit off Darling after a same side, hit back onto the table, and he's selling with his teammate thinking they just scored a point because the other team just tossed the same.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everyone's like, yeah, no, bro, they scored a point on that. He was like, what? He couldn't fathom it. And it had me sitting there thinking, like, you know what?
I remember the face he made too.
Him and his buddy Andrew did not understand it. They're like, but why would we didn't do anything wrong. And everyone's like, yeah, well, it hit you in re-entry. It's like, yeah. So I'm watching that, and I was kind of embarrassed. Like, yeah, that's not a great rule. So I think we're gonna make one. I know we've been dropping a lot of new rules on you, but this will be the last one of the season. The rest we'll hold on to for season 6. But for now, we
can't put that in writing though.
That's true. Yeah. If something comes up and we got to change it, we might have to change
can't put that shit in writing.
Ideally, we're not going to make any more rule changes, but this one is just, it's bad. It's a bad
I mean,
rule.
we got another rule change for the biz.
Yeah, well, all right. So we got 2 rules.
Let's just get that out of the way.
So for now on, if Cam tosses it,
Yeah.
throws the same side, hits Lang in the chest, goes back on table, it is no longer a point for Cam and Roach, but it's not a point against them either because. So it's kind of, think of it as
like
if it hit the cup.
Yeah.
No,
you know how when you throw a same side and it hits the cup, it's not a point, but you don't get a reshot or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll just be a dead
table.
die,
Yeah,
stays on table, even if it goes off the table after the reentry. No matter what, just any reentry after a same side cannot hurt the team that didn't do anything wrong.
I like it. I'm in.
But it also isn't going to hurt the team that threw the same side. If anything, it helped them because it kept it on table and they didn't have to go and make a play.
Right.
It won't even happen.
It
It doesn't happen often, but
I feel like it's fair for everyone.
But some people have been bringing up the biz rule and when is a biz live, when is it dead. So now the question is, if it goes off your body and re-entries after someone's same side, should that be a live biz or not? So we decided that bizzes are just always going to be live from now on. Any biz on the table, even if it's a cup. I know we've always played that if it hits the cup and stays on the table and it's biz, it's not actually a biz because it's a dead dice.
Right.
That is no longer the case. Anytime there's a biz on the table in any situation, if you're the one that provided the biz onto the table, then that'll be a drinking situation.
Okay.
I just feel like that makes more sense because too many people argue over the fact that, oh, that's not a biz, it's dead.
It's like, oh, it's dead die, hit the cup. It's like,
it's a drinking game. It
it's
doesn't
easy
cause
enough
you.
to
It
just
doesn't
make them
cause
all
you
business.
a point.
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna get these boys drinking.
Yeah.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
it doesn't
drinks
cause
going.
you a point. We're playing a drinking game. We're out here to drink.
Right, just
you know
finish
what
your
I'm
beer and go get another one.
Yeah, just, cheers your partner. Cheers, brother. I'm a little thirsty anyway. And move on with your game, dog. It might even make you better. Maybe that happened in the first game and you didn't even hit your 3 beer prime yet or whatever y'all beer prime is. I mean, Language is probably a 6-pack. but once you hit your beer prime, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you needed that little chug to get you there. You know what I'm saying? It might be like a little like chug jug in Fortnite or something. Give you know what I'm saying? A little power.
And one little thing about the biz, I noticed last game there was a thing, like a small little controversy about someone grabbing a biz and maybe they didn't say biz before they grabbed it.
Yeah. So
that really doesn't
that
matter.
was my game. I said biz,
I
but
know.
Jay Rich picked it up.
Yeah, like that really doesn't matter who said. Like it's a gentleman's thing. You grab the dice, you say biz,
Right.
You say biz, you grab the dice. As long as you're the one that grabs the dice, like, you got the biz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
or your
feel
partner
like,
saying that, like, yell biz, but that's more of a formality at that point.
Right.
Like you grabbing the biz off the table, yeah, go ahead and yell biz, but that's a drinking situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put that in your head. Say that again, Troy.
What?
Like if the die is on biz, you do not tell the other team you didn't say biz before you picked it up. All right, like
It's just
pick the biz up and say biz after, before,
say biz
doesn't
before,
matter.
yeah,
If you
either
say
way.
biz and you pick up a biz, they got to drink.
The only thing you can do at that point is swipe that shit off the table. You can't really
Yeah.
go off, oh, he didn't say this before or after.
It doesn't happen that often anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like most of the time people get biz, you get biz because you slipped up and said 5.
But the rules, you still gotta say it and pick it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't pick it up, hold it, and then say biz.
No.
I mean, yeah, you can't wait like 5 seconds, but like within the motion, like
Yeah.
biz, grab it,
Yeah.
grab it,
Yeah.
biz, like either way,
Right.
it's
Right.
you got to say it, yeah,
You're right.
Because I feel like it gets too technical sometimes.
For sure.
yeah.
As long as it's a pick up biz, drink. You know, drink. Just drink. We're drinking. Drink.
Right.
Just
Drinking
drink.
game.
It's a Saturday.
What is it? Who always says that? It's a drinking game. Drinking game.
Everybody.
Fabi, that sounds like a Fabi line.
It is a drinking game.
I mean,
It is a drinking game.
Commande says it a lot.
Monday, yep.
Commande will remind drink for that.
Drink for that.
Drink for that, bro.
Remember when those Newton boys could not figure out the drinking shit? They heard that every point.
Oh,
They would
geez.
not remember to drink. Everyone just like, yo, drink. They're like, fuck. Keep reminding us. Sorry.
Bro, that's
keep it on. Keep it coming.
That's everybody.
It's hard to get used to.
That's
Yeah.
everybody. To this day, I'm still yelling at people, yo, drink, fam. Like, I just want you to drink. It's not even my job, but I'll just be sitting there. I'll see you miss like 3 drinks. I'm like, fam, drink that cup, man. Take a damn sip of the beer, bro. You know what I'm saying? It'll make you better.
Hey, let's get into some positives from Tourney 2. Some standout performances. How about our runner-ups, Rocco and Zill? Had a fantastic tourney. They were cruising their way
Balled
through the
out.
winners bracket. Rocco, I'll get to I'll get to the rest of this story later, but Rocco temporarily broke the FIFA record with this tourney. He had 11 FIFAs kicked.
Wow.
The record was 10. He broke that with 11. So shout out to
11?
Rocco.
Wow.
11
Sheesh.
FIFAs in one tourney. And granted,
How many games?
he only played 6 games. So
6
he had-
games, 11
He had
FIFAs.
11
That's like
almost
2
2
FIFAs
a game, which is next level shit. So
My God.
shout out Rock. And on top of
Shout
that,
out Rocco.
he was scoring. He put up 17 points with his toss, which was good
Yeah.
for second in the tourney.
Wow.
So not only did he have 11 FIFs
What
in
the
only
fuck?
6 games, he had 17 points in only 6
Yo, who
games.
said Rocco can't score without FIFAs?
Word. That's almost 3 points a
Me.
game, and that's almost 2 FIFAs a game. So combine
Damn.
those, he's averaging around 5 points per game with his scoring.
And
FIFAs
the
points.
game goes to
Wow.
7, guys. The game
Crazy.
goes to 7, unless it goes to OT. Obviously.
Then you look at diving plays, and Unless it goes to OT, obviously. Then you look at diving plays, and Zill led the tourney in diving plays, and you see why they go so far in these games. You got Rocco's defense. Zill's offense, he didn't even have to be he's still at 11 points in the tourney.
Yeah.
Offense didn't have to be as strong as it usually does when Rocco's putting up 17.
Yeah.
Well,
there's only so many points to go around. And 11 FIFAs.
Yeah, when
they pick up each other well.
Bro, they looked amazing.
Yeah.
Almost so amazing that they burnt themselves out by the end. And it was like they just lost some steam.
Nah.
Like there's something about those finals games. Is like, I think not winning the first game, I think when Rocco plunked, I think what was the score there? Rocco plunked to go up 7-6, I believe, in game one. Rocco and Zill only needed one game.
Yeah,
stop saying
like
9.
That's 100% fact.
That's what happened. They were up. Yeah, he plunked to go up 1.
I didn't know it was 7-6.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been Biz 6, but they went up
8-7.
Whatever. I was gonna say like it was weird to me when you get like that plunk and you don't get 7, right? Like usually when people throw that plunk, like it ends the game.
Yeah,
and like
no, that was just to go up 1.
Yeah,
they were down. But usually, even in that situation, that team pulls out the win because they have all the momentum behind them. They just got a plunk. They need 1 point now. 1 stop, 1 point. And you guys still pulled it out. You fought through the plunk.
3-point swing.
And I think all that momentum, all that hype to just lose that game kind of took a little bit out of their sail. Yeah, I might be wrong, but I just feel like if I was in that game in their position, it would have demoralized me a little, knowing like, oh, we got to do this all over again. And now it's a winner take home. Like, this is it now.
Sure.
And you guys came out firing quick.
Game 7.
You guys came out quick in that game with they missed the table once. FIFA point, like you guys went up 3-0 quick, and it was just like pressure was on.
If they're making mistakes, we have to capitalize on them. And I mean that goes
because they don't do it
playing against them.
Yeah,
you have to, especially a team like that. You have to capitalize on those mistakes.
Yeah, I just feel like
one, they don't come off. The mistakes don't come often, and 2, it's just you are going to need those points.
To be honest, I just feel like Lang and J Rich played better. Like you guys were like playing like for your life, and like Rocco and Zilly knew they had that cushion. Like y'all were playing for your life.
Against them, you absolutely need to.
I feel like Troy said, yeah, maybe if that finals game was around earlier, like Rocco and Zill probably would have took it. But like, yeah, maybe they gassed out. Yeah. Because they were looking like crazy good against everyone else. And then against you guys, it's like, I didn't even know who was going to win. Like, and then like everyone's asking me like, yo, you think Langer and J Rich are going to take it again? And I'm looking at everyone like, yeah, honestly, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't want to say it, but like, yeah, they're winning. Like, I felt it.
It was a good final series. That game 1 was back and forth. The game 2,
first game was crazy.
Wasn't much, but the game 1 was nuts.
That shit was crazy. A lot of like defense.
That Rocco plunk was as timely of a plunk as you could have. Like that was electric.
He definitely
I looked
wishes.
At J Rich, I was like,
oh my god, yeah.
He definitely wishes he had like the opportunity to win on that plunk. I think you're right. Definitely had to be 7, bro.
Well, then what happened is J Rich threw point, and then I think Zill threw FIFA, and then I threw point.
It ended quick after the plunk.
It was a 3-point swing done.
Yeah.
That plunk should have ended the game.
That plunk should have gave momentum, but it didn't.
Ended the fucking game.
J Rich halted the momentum quick with a point back. That was the biggest toss of the tourney was J Rich's toss after that plunk.
That's tough.
Crazy.
Nah, shout out Rocco and Zill. Y'all played a hell of a tourney.
Big shout out to this team here. Final 3 finish for JT Bain and Michael Beretti.
Absolutely.
Their best finish as a team. Beretti's best finish in his career as a UDL player in the regular season, at least. Absolutely fantastic tourney from the two of them. They knocked off Lang and J Rich in their second round game in the winner's bracket. That was one of the best games of the year already. Early candidate for that. And then they kept going. They won a couple more games, went down the loser's bracket. Won a couple more games. Like they did their thing.
Nah, they played hella good. Another team I feel like played good was Commande and Fob, no? Did they play bad?
No, they didn't play bad, but they didn't. That wasn't a team that was on my radar.
I was gonna say, like, I watched a couple of their games and they look good.
Nah, Monday had to rendezvous at
Sorry,
it.
I said Monday. I guess y'all didn't play good at all.
Monday had to leave at like 4. He knew he had somewhere to go, so I think in the back of his mind he was down to lose.
Yo,
like,
listen, I wasn't all there last tourney. I was not all there. Like I was holding the camera and shit, but like my brain was like in the clouds. Sure,
how about
bro.
thoughts on JT and Beretti's tourney?
I feel like JT and Beretti finally did it. So shout out JT and Beretti for finally like having success as a partnership.
Yeah,
sure.
I feel like they like made that jump. You know, they've always been a tough battle, but they haven't squeezed out wins and like gone through the actual tournament. And I mean, they definitely played very good die.
Beretti with a standout game. He had 15 points. They only played 5 games. They went 3-5 on the day. Yeah, so 3 points per game. And he had 5 FIFAs kicked. So a nice 3 points per game and a FIFA per game from Beretti. Standout performance there. 4th place. This was one of the more surprising playoff point finishes, I think, in UDL history. We had Darling and his buddy Andrew making his UDL debut. The couple of 30-plus-year-old guys that absolutely dominated.
They didn't draw like.
Bro, they were.
It's
hard to describe how
like
good
I had
they
to
were.
face them, and then we had to switch tables.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, you guys need to drop the. I go, I'm not dropping the die. I go, you guys need to drop the fucking dice so we can go on with this tournament.
Right.
I'm like, it's like 5:00 at night. I'm like, dude, you guys. I'm like, why? I'm like, why are we battling with you guys right now?
That wasn't a game that you had circled before.
No.
Beforehand.
I was like,
And you're right. That was an unprecedented moment
like,
of
damn.
20 minutes worth of die. And it was, for those that weren't there, it was a cold, rainy, kind of a dark day already.
The sun went down.
And it was getting like 6 o'clock. It was a long tourney. And the bounces on the new table just aren't broken in enough yet. And it was just, everyone is catching everything. So
it was
unprecedented. It was like 1-1 after 20 minutes. So
Yeah.
we made the swap, and the game, I mean, it was still lights out defense, even on the bouncier table.
They played unbelievable. It was funny. Because they're like buddies with Rochi. I was with Rochi, and I'm like, dude, like, you got to do me one thing. I'm like, you got to text Darling and ask him how he's feeling. And he's like, I'm so hurt right now.
Bro, they drank a lot. They
drank
bizzed.
a lot. Just like he's like, dude, he was like, I'm hungover. I'm so
beat
sore.
up. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He goes, it was brutal.
bro, they were drunk.
They put their body on the line. I don't think
Oh,
Darling didn't hit the ground more than 10 times in one game. Like every game, at least 10 times, he's on the ground.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And even Andrew. How about Andrew's game-winning plunk against D. Hall and Kearney? That almost brought the yard down. Like that was crazy plunk, bro.
Wow.
And their cellies were electric. They brought vibes. They brought energy.
They were good.
One of my favorite teams from that tournament for sure. And I hope they continue to come back because the two of them are early favorites for Rookie of the Year for sure. We haven't had too many other rookies show their face yet, and those two guys are quick candidates for that.
I definitely want to see them come back just because I feel like they're like definitely competitive. Like they're a team that's gonna make the tourneys even harder to win. Like that's a team you don't expect to do good, and they did great.
Right, because you look at them, you don't know them, and you're like, oh, like this should be like an easy win.
Yeah,
not an easy win.
Nope.
And then you see like not to like down y'all, but like you see some guys that are older than you, so you're like, yo, maybe I'm a little bit quicker and a little bit like softer. No, bro. Like Darling and Andrew, they might as well be 16. Like those dudes was covering the entire table. They had dumb energy, dumb bounce. Like both of them are like mad bouncy. Like they're like just bouncing around and shit.
I think they got up quicker than I usually.
That's what I'm saying.
They were swift on their feet.
I can't even perform like that right now. You know what I'm saying? So like shout them out for coming to a tourney. You know what I mean? Like this wasn't Darling's first tournament. Right?
No, this was Darling's third appearance now. He made one last season.
Shout out to Darling for finding, a solid partner, pulling up again and putting in work. For sure. And I hope they come back for at least majority of the tourneys that are left so they can maybe make a playoff run.
Their stats from the tourney, they played 6 games. They won 4 of them. Andrew had
Nasty.
17 points tossing. Darling
Wow.
had 15 points
Wow.
tossing.
Fucking nasty.
Darling
bro.
had 3 FIFAs. They each had 5 diving plays.
Wow.
Just unbelievable.
pretty much damn similar. Like
How about
their
this
stats
stat?
are like,
Not one of them threw a same side.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
They each had 0 same sides.
What about FIFAs?
Couple FIFAs each, but
Okay.
no same sides.
How many
Wow.
FIFAs each is even a lot?
2 and 3.
Wow, bro, that's a great fucking day. 17
I mean, that's
points,
that looks
15
like
points. They
any-
have like what's that? 22.
That looks like an
points?
all-star stat line
right,
after a
any-
really
any
good
of
all-star
any
tourney.
stats from
Yeah,
1 through Biz. You know what I
that's
mean?
that's a total of 22 points, and they only scored 5 for the other team.
That's crazy.
That's fucking nuts, bro. That's not a lot of mistakes, like you said. Like that's
No,
some
that's a total
veteran
of
shit.
32 points.
32. You're right. 32 points, bro.
Throw
That's
in,
fucking nuts,
throw in
bro.
3 FIFAs, 35 net points versus 5.
That's nuts.
That's
bro.
going to win you a lot of tourneys.
That's gonna win
Absolutely.
you.
I mean, a lot of games and
Yeah, I was
tourneys.
gonna say a lot of fucking games, bro. You guys got to come back, keep playing like that, because you're gonna have
Absolutely.
success for sure.
Especially after that tournament. You can't just
Yeah. They
Bail out now.
way too good to knock
Oh,
them
they're
back.
not going to is because I know for sure Andrew loved it.
Oh yeah.
And it was
he had
his
a good
first time, and he did good. So like I feel like some people their first time they come go 0-2 might get discouraged, but if you pull up first time and go 4 wins and 2 losses, that's nutty.
That might be up there with one of the top debuts, like tourney debuts we've ever seen, like
Yes.
actual first tourneys. Up there with D Hall, J Rich,
Yeah.
and a couple other guys that won or went to the finals in their first tourney. But that
Yeah.
was one of the more impressive UDL debuts we've
Nah,
seen.
that's definitely up there with Deuce and all them.
I'm
I'm sorry, Ryan. I want to see if y'all were listening.
Deuce, bro.
I want to see if y'all was listening.
Jesus Christ.
All you OG, any OG in here, if you know Deuce, you've really been in the league for a while.
You been here
been
since
here
it
for a
started,
while.
dog.
Xander Bogarts.
Yeah, I think he made the finals his first
Bro,
tourney,
he
though.
made 2 finals in season 1. He has 2, and he's one of the only players to beat Scott and Drew twice in a tourney. The only
Yo, bro.
Deuce has a solid little
Yes,
resume.
that's what I'm
It's kinda
saying.
Weird.
You wouldn't know, but like he was one of them ones when
He
he
was-
first stepped on too,
He
dog.
was. That's funny. To 5th place, we had 2 teams like always. Cam and Roach made their debut as a team together and looked sharp. They looked solid. Bad game against Lang and J Rich. They couldn't get much past you, but other than that, they had a very good tourney.
What was their record? I didn't get to see any of their games, honestly, except for the one verse Zill and Rock.
They went 2 and 2.
2-2,
Yep.
solid for sure.
Solid for sure.
Yeah.
They had a couple nice games. Cam was back in full swing. 4 games, like I said, 12 points. So there's another 3 points per game.
Nice.
And 3 points per game, for those that don't know much about the stats, that's
Fucking elite.
very good. Like
That's
that is.
elite as fuck.
I don't think anyone averaged 3 points per game last season, right?
Nope. No.
Roach was first with 2.9
Yeah,
something.
no.
Like 3 is top.
Maybe
crazy.
someone averaged 3 but didn't qualify with their games played or tourneys played or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but all the people that, because I know there might be someone out there like, oh, I did it. But we're talking about people that actually played enough games for their, like, to be able to be eligible for All-Star game and all that kind of stuff. So, like, with those players, yeah, bro. Like,
Yeah, you got to
3
play
is-
in half.
Oh, my god.
You got to play in half to be eligible for the per game stats.
Yeah, for that. Yeah, for those stats, exactly.
Yeah, Cam 12 points, so 3 points per game, 2 FIFAs, only 1 self point. It was the same side. Roach, not his best tourney. Defensively, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
He led the tourney in bodies with 7, so 7 body
7
assists.
bodies out of Roach? Go ahead, boy.
Man was setting screens. That means Cam's bounce back on his toss was working nice.
I feel like half the players in the league didn't play screens. So like the fact that you start setting bodies means that you're getting
You're
used
starting to
UDL.
adapt. Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
The one main thing for them, and specifically Roach, I guess, is self points. That's the key to that team's success,
Lot of
is limiting
self-points?
self points. A lot of self points.
All right,
You
so
could go to
fix your
Roach's
self
page
points,
if you want
boy.
to see it, but
All you guys got to do is fix your self points because
That's all.
You know what I'm saying? You guys are doing everything
one of
else
the
well.
best defensive teams that we had
For sure.
in this past tourney, for sure. Like the two of them
For
were
sure.
making play after play after play.
And I know for sure, I watched a lot of Roach's games in the first tourney. His toss was killing people. So y'all just need to, you know what I'm saying? Just play like
Little
you play.
hiccup. It happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like, 2-2, first time playing together is not easy to do. There's a lot of good teams, you know what I'm saying? And to stick, and they almost beat Rocco and Zell. I don't know if they almost beat, but it was a good game to watch.
It was a good game.
It was a good game to watch. So if you could play up there with Rocco and Zell, yeah, you're gonna make a finals.
Speaking of 2-2 in their first tourney together, how about Fennell and Denal?
Yeah,
surprising team for a lot of you.
They played so good.
A lot of you probably didn't even know that they played together if you weren't at the tourney. But Fennell and Denal teamed up, and they were really nice.
They
Fennell, I don't think Fennell's ever had a tourney. No matter how many games he plays, he could go 1-2 or 4-2. He has at least 3 FIFAs every time.
Oh, absolutely.
Every time. Like he could go 0-2. I don't think he's ever been 0-2.
I don't think Fennell ever has been
0-2. But if he were to, he would still have 3 FIFAs somehow. Like that dude just puts up FIFAs. He's top 5 in all time in UDL.
Just got a
in
boot.
FIFAs kicked, and the dude missed an entire season. So
people sleep on Fennell's game
they
because
really do.
He might not be like Troy said, a 2.9 points per game like Roach, right? But Fennell does everything on that dive field, like everything good. There's nothing weak in his game.
Quick hands.
There's nothing weak in his game, and he wins. And he wins. So shout out Fennell.
It was nice to see Denal back.
I love to see Denal playing. I hope he finds a consistent partner.
Him and Mark back at it next tourney. They're locked in. Okay. They're ready to go. That's his regular partner.
And Mark is somebody that you do not want to sleep on. And Mark and Denal is definitely going to be one of the most solid defensive teams in that yard.
Yeah, you don't want to get that.
That'll be good.
For sure. And Mark scores, bro. Like, it's weird how consistently he hits the fucking table. Like, he just hits the table all the time. So
and if Denal's gonna score like he did here in Tourney 2, he played 4 games, 11 points. So once again, almost 3 points per game. Like what's that? 2.75, 2.6?
Yeah, 2.75.
Just absolutely great scoring from this tourney. Like so many guys up there in 3. We'll get into the averages and the top 5s in a little bit. But yeah, Denal and Fennell, fantastic. And so those are all the playoff placements from the last tourney. Other highlights from the tourney: Alec made his season debut.
Shout out APAC.
He shook a little rust off after a tough first game, and we had a couple solid games after that.
Didn't he have some diving plays, some highlights?
He had some diving plays, some highlight plays. Yeah,
he's gonna be all over that recap, I bet.
Alec will be back.
Yeah.
Torres and Kev, not their best performance, but Torres back with another couple FIFAs just to tack on to his total. One of the most elite FIFA guys we've ever seen in the league. Again, it's their self points that they got to limit. They know it. Everyone knows it. Once they start doing that consistently, like they're going to be potentially the best team in UDL.
I feel like when you toss from how far they toss from, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Some days you're going to have it. Some days you're not going to have it, but it's okay because you guys had a great first tourney. So, you know what I'm saying? You just got to come back stronger in this next tourney.
Kearney and D-Hall bounced back from their little rift they had tourney 1.
They had some wins, right?
Yeah, they got 2 wins on the day. So they came back solid.
Yeah.
Kearney had 3 FIFs, 10 points, 5 diving plays with D-Hall's 6 diving plays.
Okay.
So they did their thing. Again, it was the self points that hurt them a little, a combined 7 on the tourney.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's so tough when you're playing these elite FIFA teams.
That's what it is.
You know Fennell's getting his FIFAs, right?
Yeah.
You know Lang's getting his FIFs. You had Lang with 15, Rocco with 11. Guys are going to get self points. Like, the defense is too good in this league that the games go on for so long that sometimes the only way a team can score is throwing a FIFA toss and the other team FIFA in it.
I feel like that's a big thing now. Like, if you are a team that consistently FIFAs, you're going to get easy points and you're going to get an easy lead. Because FIFA is swing points. You can come off of scoring a point and then get a FIFA and you got a 2-point swing. Boom. And then you could score after that again. So, like, FIFA's rarely connect the dots.
The 3-point swing is the most dangerous thing.
Dangerous, bro. It's fucking dangerous. You said you got one in the finals and that shit won you the game. Like, that shit's dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. Like, that's why you never... I know you don't want the same side, but you never want to airball. Like, I never want to airball. I never want to airball. Because at least if I hit that same side against Rocco, I might be able to catch it, right? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I hit line, right? If I overshoot it, Rocco's 9 times. You can even maybe say 9.799 or 99.9, whatever. He's kicking it to Zell.
Yeah.
Like, Langa's kicking it to Rich.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been letting J Rich take some FIFAs.
Yeah, and then Jay
I've
Rich
been
is
giving
kicking
him-
it to
I-
Lang.
like,
I'll get into you guys right now.
Like the ones that
saying?
kind of go up the middle. Like I'll step away, and he
I
knows
noticed
it.
that. I
And
noticed
I'm
that.
I'm like, come on, baby, like you got it.
Bro,
Nah, yo, Jay, yeah, go ahead, Troy. Go ahead.
fuck it. I kind of gave it away a couple minutes ago if you caught it. When I mentioned earlier that Rocco broke the record with the 11 FIFAs beating the 10. What
Yeah.
I did not mention is that Lang also broke the record and proceeded to beat Rocco's then 11 record with 15 FIFAs
15.
in one turn.
15?
15. That could be a record that never gets broken.
15?
We say that a lot about a few records, but that run right there might not happen again, honestly.
Wait, what was the record like?
It was-
I remember like last year, didn't JT break the record
Finale.
in the
It was
first fucking
Finale
Finale
game?
had 10,
Fennell had
and then we
10.
discovered that I actually had 10 in one tournament also.
Right, yeah. So Fennell and Lang both had 10, but now it's this clear 15.
When did
for
Fennell
Lang.
get the 10?
in the first tourney last season at his house? So
Yeah.
tourney 3,
First tourney.
season 4.
That's when
tourney
it was
3.
windy, right? And everyone was kicking the shit out of it, right?
No, that was tourney 1. He had 9 that tourney.
Oh,
Then he,
so
he followed up.
what
with
was the
10.
record before
9.
it was Fennell?
It was a bunch of guys with 9. Jay
A bunch of
Davern
guys,
had 9.
Jay.
Yeah.
Lang had 9. Torres had 9. There was like 4 guys that tourney with 9
Alright,
FIFAs.
and then 10 kind of broke away. Like, like now it's 10.
10. It was Fennell.
Then we
We
got to
we found out
11.
later that Langa
Yeah,
had
like
10 as
Langa
well.
had 10.
months
I don't know how I missed it.
And then we had 11
and then
this past
this same
tourney.
tourney, 11 for
With
Rocco
Rock.
and 15 for Lang.
Damn, bro, that's fire, bro. Shout out to everyone who's been getting their FIFA game up there. I feel that's something everyone's improved on.
Like you
across
said,
the
though,
league.
you let J Rich kick some Fiefs. You absolutely did. Lang, J Rich was 3rd in the tourney
Let's go.
in FIFAs with 5.
That's
so
my God.
as a squad,
Rich.
you guys had 20
J. Rich.
FIFAs kicked in 9 games.
Not bad.
That
Shout out-
is insane.
Shout out Jay Rich, man. I feel like a lot of people don't know Jay Rich as a kicker. You know what I mean?
No.
They see him as a catcher. You know, Jay Rich can do both.
Yeah.
Stop playing with Jay
He
Rich's
can.
name. You understand me?
Points wise, you guys combined for 37 points.
37.
You had
Wow.
20. J Rich had 17. So take
20
the
and
20
17.
FIFAs.
Oh my god.
take the 20 FIFAs combined and the 37 points combined. You guys had 57 points.
That's scary.
And
bro.
your net of self points is only a total of 8. So absolutely, you had 9 games, 8 combined self points. That is impressive. That's just an impressive turn.
yeah.
Not
One of your
too
that
bad.
might have been, like I said earlier, that might be one of your best runs.
And how many points you said with the FIFAs and shit?
They had
You said 50 something.
57.
Jesus, bro.
Not
57
too
How many
bad.
games?
to 8 in 9 games.
9
Just
games.
that's tough to beat.
Jesus,
that's just
dude.
tough to beat.
That's annoying.
And why? How'd you? Have, yo, you had a sneaky 5 diving catches.
Yeah,
5
I like to
diving
hit the ground.
plays.
You dived?
He
Oh,
did.
yeah.
He
Fuck
dived.
out of here. Did J Rich dive? Because if you both dive, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Only a couple for Richie. 2 for Richie.
You guys are getting dirty now? Shit.
I love getting dirty.
Shit. I guess it must be getting like that out there, huh? Must be
Hey,
getting real out there.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. I hear you.
Lang, I think it is a perfect time to grab your award predictions for this season. So your
Okay.
season 5 award predictions.
Okay.
And you can feel free to say yourself, I guess, on any of them, because you're certainly a name that's in there.
Let's see here.
Actually, don't say yourself.
Yo, why does
Don't say
Siri?
yourself.
You notice that Siri spell checks Langa to Kenya, or did I just type terribly
think
wrong?
that's just your phone.
What the hell was that?
All right, let's see.
Go ahead, Lang.
I'm gonna start with offensive player of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Who you
'cause,
got?
like I'm between 2,
Who are the 2?
Beretti and Kev.
Ooh.
Beretti and Kev. Okay. Beretti.
I
Wait.
just hit 2
Beretti and Kev.
offensive.
Okay.
2 offensive
Great
killers.
Okay.
players.
Okay. Who you want?
2 MIP candidates from last year.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The
2
two front
MIP. I would like to see Beretti
Beretti.
step
I
up
like
and take
that.
it.
I like it.
that.
Because a couple other people had already said Kev, so
I
I
like
like the
that.
Beretti pick.
Well, everyone picked Kev after that monster
After
fucking
Tourney won.
tourney he had. Oh my Jesus.
Yeah.
2 plunks in one game. Kudos
yeah,
to you, bro.
he killed it.
In the finals too, no? Fucking, what are you
Defensive
talking
player
about?
of the year. No, I'm gonna go.
MIP, defensive player of the year, rookie of the year, MVP.
Well, the rookie. I mean, like we kind of mentioned earlier, Darling and
Yeah, there's only a few
Andrew.
names to mention, but
So I don't much
You
I don't
got
really have much to say on that.
you got FIFA King, comeback player.
Ooh, comeback player.
There's a couple, MIP, defense.
I would like. Ooh, comeback player.
That's a good one right there, and it's also hard as shit.
I like my boy Denny.
Oh, Denny!
Denny came back,
I like
teamed up
that,
with
bro.
Jay.
Denny, my G.
Teamed up with Jay.
They gave
Yeah.
JT and Beretti a crazy game one.
Yeah.
JT and Beretti might not have had that big tourney if it wasn't for
they
that
play
win.
they play well together. They need to tighten up a couple little screws, but I
like
mean
that.
they're definitely two great eye players.
That's a good pick.
I'd love to see Denny wrap that one up.
Yeah, I like that one a lot because a lot of people don't know Denny. A lot of people don't know his potential. You know what I'm saying? I played with Denny. I know how good he can be. He's tall as shit. He can cover the whole fucking table. So as long as he comes in there loose, you should do good. You just
Right.
got to be loose and confident.
Denny averaged a DT per game last
Wow.
tourney.
What the hell? That's the most craziest
That's a
stat I
stat?
heard in a minute,
That's a
fam.
stat?
How do you average a DT, bro?
Well, they
Yo,
only they
what?
only had the 2 games on the day,
Yeah.
two good games, but they only played 2, and he had 2 DTs. He had
Yo.
one in each game. So
Wow.
That's fire, bro.
Wow.
Stop playing with that. Yo,
It's tough.
Denny's always around the end of the table, fam, because
Wow.
and
he's
Andy
so tall, bro.
he had a third that hit the rim of the cup. It's like, if the cup was like a centimeter over, it was a plunk.
Yeah.
Like he was all over the ends of
Yeah.
the table. His toss was on.
Fire,
I'm gonna
bro.
go to defensive, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with Roach.
Nice,
Roachy?
nice. Not
I,
not necessarily known for his defense, but he
He's
really
nasty.
should be.
Oh my God, he's
everyone
nasty.
really should be.
I mean, he's not. I mean, he's known for his toss.
His
Right.
toss.
You
yeah.
know what I mean? But
Yeah.
defensively, I think he's a way better defensive player than he is offensive player. He makes very, very little mistakes defensively.
That's-
I would say
so
that
true.
too, because
Very
he
little.
can catch the die that are in those weird windows.
He can catch the die if it's 20 feet behind the person who threw it.
Like, you know what I mean?
He gets
Like,
there quick.
he gets the die that people don't get. Like, the die that you have, like, a split second to catch. Roachy will just catch it quick as shit. He has fast-ass hands, bro. His hands are so quick. Like, he's like, I don't know. Like, him and Denal, I feel like, really just, like, move their body and set up so quickly and catch the die. It's crazy sometimes to watch.
Interesting that you say Roach because Cam is another guy. His partner, another guy that's kind of vying for it already. You heard in the UDL Reacts video, he's like, I'm coming
Cam
for that deep
wants
boy.
that
He
shit.
wants that deep
He
boy.
wants it.
So it is and he's arguably one of the best defensive players in the league. So
Yeah.
that just goes to show how good of a squad that team
Right.
is expected to be and / is already. If you're giving Roach the deep boy nod when
Yeah.
Cam might already be like one of the favorites for it, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Well, with them, you got 2 people who are on the Rookie of the Year ballot. You got 2 players who already seem like they're veterans. They were veterans their rookie year, I feel like. So
For sure.
you can't really go wrong with Cam or Roach being your defensive player of the year. You can't.
What else you got?
MIP.
That's a hard one.
It is a hard one,
That's a
but
hard one.
if you've known the player from previous years or
True.
previous year,
True.
and I'm hoping have a good year, good teammate, Fabi.
Fabs?
Yeah, I like that.
Fabs?
I think
Can-
Fabi and Commande
Not
a
sure.
very good
Fabs
team.
can't win an
Not
award.
sure he's technically eligible for awards just because he's one of the
That's true.
deciding factors for
All right,
it.
I'll go Commande.
Commande,
Even better. Yeah,
Commande.
that's all day.
Yeah, I think they're a very good team, and
Yeah,
I think they
I
can
like
definitely
that
do
a
some
lot.
damage.
Not facts. I feel like Fabs,
That'd be a different. Sorry, go ahead, Shmurda.
No, I was just gonna say I feel like Fabs and Commande are just solid as shit, bro. Like they don't make that many mistakes that a person would make first. Like they're veterans,
Right.
You feel me? So they know the game in and
Right.
out.
Exactly.
So, yeah, bro. They're vets. They're gonna do their job.
That'd be a different type of MIP than we've historically had in the league. Usually, the MIP is someone that kind of struggled, maybe, or was mediocre the year before, and the next year
Yeah.
they ball out. But Monday, it's like Monday was a former top 10 player in the league back in the day.
Facts.
So like,
But-
yeah, absolutely, he could be MIP. No, you're right.
but
I like
fell off.
Right, I like the perspective on it because last year, if you're looking at last year to this year, absolutely, he didn't have a great year last year. And
Right.
if he has a good one this year,
You know,
for
and that's
sure.
That's kind of like Fabi. Fabi, he's always been a good, decent player. Fell off a little bit, I feel.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and I think him
Yeah.
and Commande are playing. So
No,
I mean,
I didn't even think of a guy like that was great. Maybe
Right.
became not so great and could get better again.
Yeah.
I was always thinking of guys that were like
From last year to this year.
from like a Johnny Hass, like someone that could improve their game, like someone like
Yeah.
that. But nah,
Right.
that's a good ass.
Right.
That's a good ass pick. I like that.
You got Rookie of the Year, MVP, and FIFA
I mean,
King.
I don't really have, like I said, I don't really have much on Rookie of the
MVP
Year.
and FIFA King.
MVP. Rocco. I'll go with
MVP Rocco.
Respect.
You know,
Respect.
he's
Shout out
I mean,
Rock,
great
baby.
great all around player.
He's
You
nasty,
know, if,
man.
You know, if there's, I mean, from my experience, if there's someone that what you need to do to get MVP, I think Rocco's got all those boxes checked off.
To
Right.
be honest,
Especially the way he's scoring.
If I had to pick a dream partner, it's probably Rocco.
For sure.
Because Rocco not only does not allow the die to touch the ground ever, he's gonna feed you the fucking FIFAs all day long.
FIFA
He
King.
makes the game of die easy as fuck.
Facts.
All right, FIFA King. My boy J Rich, baby.
J
All year.
Rich?
Whoa.
All year. He's
Oh
getting
my God.
fed the die.
Chill out.
Let's go.
Bro, that's,
Jay Rich.
that's so unlikely.
J Rich,
Because you already had
you had
10.
many.
You had 10 more than him last tourney itself.
How is he gonna FIFA King if you're kicking all of
I'm
them?
feeding him. He's feeding me FIFAs this year.
You got to stop
he
kicking
wants
them.
them all.
You
gotta
already
stop
have.
kicking them
You
shits
already
then.
have 18.
You
All right,
you
I'm
have to
gonna-
stop kicking them. If you're gonna pick J Rich, you can manipulate that. You're in charge of J Rich getting FIFA
That's
King.
true.
Stop kicking them.
It's tough when they're.
I know
mean,
J Rich can kick
it's
it.
just out of instinct. I just go there and just kick it. I don't know. I mean,
No, that's
You can
valid.
leave. I mean,
Hey,
J
like
Rich,
it.
I'm going J
yeah,
Rich.
bro.
I like
he can
going
do
J
it.
Rich.
He's
because
capable.
you never know. What
He's
if
capable.
what if me and Rocco don't kick another FIFA the whole rest of the tournament?
I don't
for the
think
rest of the
that's
year?
ever gonna happen. I would not put any
Hey,
amount
it's
of money
true.
on
It's
it.
possible.
Crazier things have happened.
The odds on that would probably be -5. Nah, that's too less. -10,000. Now you guys don't get a FIFA for the remainder. How
That'd be
many
minus,
6
like,
tournaments?
20,000.
Like, bro, like, that shit is not happening, bro.
No, that would be minus
It's not-
anything. That would just be
That'd
like,
be like-
not a bet.
Not
Yeah,
a
it's
bet.
not even
Yeah,
on
no,
the. Yeah,
no,
it's not a bet, bro. You
that
can't
wouldn't be
bet
on the
on
book.
that, bro. Like they don't even want you to lose.
You
your
would
money.
lose money whether you won or lost that bet. That's
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
likely it is to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They would take your money regardless. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a cent to lose a cent.
Nah, I feel like J Rich is definitely capable, but just not probable. Shout out to J Rich. He can definitely kick the shit out of the dice too, for sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. He was third in the tourney in FIFA, so that says a lot.
Before we get into Beat the Lang, we got a nice Beat the Lang plans.
Oof.
A big rematch between Shmurda and Lang. I think it's the
Yeah.
first face down
Yeah.
showdown since
So-
the infamous Beat the Lang.
Yeah, you might
Is it?
close.
Fix,
Yeah, you got to close that
fix
computer.
job. Yeah, it's all on the phone. I won't,
Is it-
I won't
is
flash
it-
the phone.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because usually it's
You didn't
Lang
beat
versus.
me, Lang?
No.
Usually it's Lang versus someone
Damn,
else,
yeah, bum
or you
fan.
versus the guest.
Yeah, bum fam.
Remember you went up like we were playing a
4-0.
biz. You went
Yeah,
up
yeah, I remember
4-0,
that.
came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the reaction video. If you guys haven't seen that UDL reacts
Oh, yeah,
video
yeah,
on our
bros.
YouTube
Yeah,
page,
check
go
that
check
out.
it out. It's fire. It's super fire. It's like the best edited video reaction video you're ever gonna see ever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
go
Pat,
check that shit
Pat
out.
was funny as hell in that shit. Fucking
Everyone
Pat
was funny, but
was
Pat had
funny.
energy. I'd say
Yo,
Pat had the
Pat
most
was funny.
energy and the wittiest, quickest remarks.
Oh,
like
he
his shit
was
came
just
quick.
Funny
It was crazy. I was trying not to laugh when he
Right.
was doing that
in
shit.
the room with him. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying not to just like geek. Let's just geek the fuck out.
I'm gonna announce the season 5 stats right now. This is combined for tourney 1 and 2. It's only been a couple tourneys, but never too early to announce the league
Never
leaders.
ever.
So in first, for points, we'll start with points. First is Riley Lang with 38 points.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Second is Rocco with 32 points.
Let's go Rock.
Third, J Rich 29.
God damn.
Fourth, Kevin Denellen with 28.
Woo.
And fifth is Noah Mazzilli with 24.
Fantasy Player of the Year, Noah Mazzilli.
And
That's
if you want to dig a
squad.
little deeper, Michael Beretti's right there with 21 at 6.
Let's go.
JT Torres has 20, number 7. And then how about the rooks, Andrew and Darling right there with 17 and 16. And to
Yo,
rounding
that's fire.
out the top 10 is Commande with 16 points.
That's fire. Shout out Commande. Shout out Darlin and Andrew. Those are 3 names that I was not expecting to hear because you know what I'm saying. You start to get used to the names, right? You start to hear
Facts.
some names and you get used to hearing those names. The fact that we have new names in there in that top 10 is banging, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Beretti and Kev for continuing their MIP status. Like, you know what I'm saying? You saw Kevin win the MIP last year. Beretti was definitely the runner-up, and they're still doing their thing and improving this year. So shout out to the boys for keeping that playing level
going.
up. Mm-hmm.
For FIFA's kicked once again, O'Reilly Lang in first with 18 FIFAs.
You sure that's right, bro?
I wish it
We're just
wasn't.
gonna keep saying his name.
I wish it was not.
Cross his name out.
So 38 points, 18 FIFAs for Langer. Second for FIFAs is
Jesus.
Rocco with 13 FIFAs, so he's right there.
Damn, Rocco and Lang, huh?
JT Torres, 2 behind that with 11 FIFAs.
Go.
And then there's a big gap all the way down. There's 3 guys with 6 is next up. Jay Rich, Beretti, and Fennell, another guy you always see on these FIFA lists.
My guy.
And rounding out the top 10 with 5 is Kearney
Fennell,
and Fabiano.
Kearney and Fabi. Fire, bro.
With
Fire.
five each.
Shout out Fives for getting back in that FIFA conversation. Fives' FIFAs are automatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He knows how to play soccer, and it shows. It shows.
Diving plays. First in the league is Noah Mazzilli with 15 diving plays.
Wait, say that again. Who's first with the diving plays?
Noah Mazzilli.
It's not Riley Lang this time.
He's coming up. Give it a second. Second is Owen Kearney with 12. Third is his partner D-Hall with 11.
Oh, yeah.
And right behind that is Riley Lang.
Wait, are those D-Hall plays diving plays or knee plays?
No, the dives are actually a little more strict this season than ever. I'm really taking into effect if you're actually diving. Not just like, oh, he didn't have to dive. Like if you're diving and you're landing on the ground, like you got to dive. But like some of these little falls or the knees to the hands are not going to be called dives. Not that they always were, but it's a little more strict on the diving plays.
I just wanted to say D-Hall knees.
Beretti got 8. JT
I love
Bain,
that shit at the award show. Yeah.
They combined for 16 as a team. Beretti and JT Bain, 16 diving plays, and Ty is right there with 6 of them as well.
Okay, Ty.
Yeah,
What's
I won't
that
get into self points. If you want to look at your self points, check out the website. But
yeah, man,
we'll keep the self points. We'll keep the low lights to a minimum on this.
Who cares
pod.
about the self points? We don't care about them. Y'all just improve it.
Beat the Lang time.
Wait, should I throw it back with all right, Shmurda?
Wait, what else does Lang?
Time to get your ass kicked.
What else does Lang lead in, fam? You said there was. What else does he lead in, bro?
And beat the Lang for damn sure.
Nah, bro. You don't lead in that. Not against me.
I'm ready.
I don't know. I was ready for another, like, I don't know.
I mean, he also leads in bodies with 11.
Yeah, there you go, Lang.
Body assists.
Baby.
Yeah. All right, let's get this beat the Lang, man. Let's get it, man.
Beat the Lang.
What is the top?
First to 4. Topic is UDL trivia.
Oh, okay.
I went a little easier. I know my beat the Langs have been tough recently, so this one is a little lighter.
UDL trivia.
I'm ready for it.
There's a couple hard ones mixed through, but first one. Other than Roach, which other rookie was top 5 in points per game last season?
Cam.
Incorrect.
Pat.
Incorrect. It was
Joe.
Mark Carmi.
Oh, wow.
Wait. Say that again?
Other than Roach, which other rookie was top 5 in points per game last
Per game,
season?
I'm an idiot. I did not listen. I would have said I was thinking points total. My fault, Mark. I know you got like fucking like
2.56 per game.
Yeah, I know your shit's like that, bro. My bad.
Tough stop.
My bad, Mark.
Who played alongside Kearney during his first and only finals appearance of his
AJ.
career?
Not letting you get that one, Lang. AJ.
That was quick. You got it. You got that. 1-0.
Quicker than that, Langa. Got it.
Try to let me finish the entire question
AJ
in the
was
future.
pumping through my
But
head.
y'all ever watch Jeopardy? They can hit the button mid question, dog.
Oh, but then I'm supposed to stop asking the question?
Yeah, you stop.
All right,
That's how it goes.
All right.
We'll give you that one.
And then I'm supposed to be the idiot. You're supposed to laugh at me because I didn't let you finish. Then you finish it, and then Lang scoops it
And
up.
you would have found I said points per game instead of points.
Exactly.
All right. Who led the league in diving catches last season?
I'll let you take that one, fam. I don't know that one. I'm trying to think.
Diving catches.
All right, I'm going to go with Kearney.
Wrong.
Yeah, I was just going to go with the man I see on the tape. There's a time limit for this shit.
Vasily?
Incorrect. Both close. I think both top 5, but it's Cam.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. Oh, Dude, I feel like a loser right
Cam
now.
Green.
Oh.
Damn.
I should have been up 3-0 on this kid.
I've been out of the booth for a little bit, guys. Give me a break.
Hey.
Which rookie from last season had the most FIFAs kicked per game?
Per game.
Joe.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to
Joe.
say Joe kicked them shits.
0.82.
I feel good about
FIFAs a
getting
game.
that right. Yo, that's 2-0, Langa. You're trash. Basura if y'all speak Spanish.
Damn, bro.
What is Mazzilli's record all time in the finals? Regular season.
What? Wait.
What the fuck?
Say it again.
0-10? I don't know.
What is
Like the
Mazzilli's record all time in the finals? And I'm not talking specific games within a finals, just the entire series.
That's what I want to know. All right. Because I was counting games, fam. All right, the series. Mazzilli.
I don't know.
He's 2 out of 5.
Correct.
So he has 2 wins and 3 losses.
That's right.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on now. I know my shit.
didn't get that one?
finals. Oh, okay.
Finals only. Yeah.
I
So
gotcha.
he had
Yeah.
2 with Rock, 1 loss just now with Rocco.
Yeah.
1 with Bane, and then 1 way back in
Yeah.
season 1 with
Yeah.
Fennell.
Yep.
All right, 3-0. 3-0.
Yo, you stink. Someone get this guy some deodorant. He stinks.
Man.
Who's the only player to have a plunk in both All-Star tourneys?
Beretti.
Incorrect.
Oh my God, no. Oh, I thought I had that one. Go ahead, Lang. Scoop that up, boy. Bro, come on. You
only
got
player
this.
that plunked in both All-Star tourneys.
Both All-Star.
As in
tourneys.
2021 All-Star tourney and 2022 All-Star tourney.
Honestly, Lang, I don't got this one either. cuz-
JT.
Correct.
Let's
There you go.
Correct.
The guy who gets all the fucking plunks, duh. I just said Beretti because he plunked on me to win. I'll never forget that shit.
You meant
in my
JT
life.
Torres, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Torres.
Oh,
Yeah,
my fault. I thought you
yeah,
meant
yeah,
Bane.
yeah.
That's what I know.
No,
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
is
mean
JT
Bane.
Torres.
I mean,
Torres.
fuck it. He said JT. He got it.
Okay.
Either way.
Who was Rocco's partner in his very first tournament
D-Hall.
ever?
No, it's Banks.
Freeman!
Ever.
Let
That's
Troy
his
finish the
talent.
question.
Yo, that's
Dude,
crazy.
I scooped another win against. Hold on, I hit him with the.
I
You want me to hit him with that shit again, boys?
Would you have remembered that?
Yeah.
You knew
I
that
knew
it
Yeah,
was
you
Banks.
talked too
I knew it was
fast. I
Banks.
know you did. You
I knew
went
it
too
was
fast
Banks,
that
yeah.
time. You know it's Banks.
Well, I
bro.
said D-Hall, and then you go ever, and I was like,
Ever.
Yeah, you said that. Yep, you said that. Yep, exactly.
damn.
I had a couple other fun.
Did you get one, Lane? You got one?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's still you still got one, bro. Don't matter.
Which player is the most frequent guest we've had on the UDL podcast?
JT Bane.
No.
Beretti.
No. J Rich has been on 3 times.
Bane was on
the
twice.
podcast?
Everyone else has been on twice.
I was
J Rich
off
been
one.
on here 3
I was
times
off
now,
one,
yeah.
man. All right. I think I missed the J Rich appearance.
And this one's easy.
Maybe.
This one's easy, but got to let the new guys know. Who's the only player to win an MVP and a DPOY in the same
Scott
season?
Pulak. Wait.
In the same
Pulak.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scott Pulak.
That's crazy. I don't think
Scotty
that'll ever
Pulak.
happen again.
No
An
way.
MVP and a DPOY in the same year.
Nah.
That's
I think that's
ridiculous.
unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
at
that's obviously got to be defensively the most valuable player, right?
right. I mean, essentially, yeah.
Yo,
Even in NBA, that wouldn't happen. NBA, like
oh
the
no.
DPOY and the MVP, like
Oh,
no league
no.
would have that.
Oh, that's just too
That's-
dominant.
that's a-
like
that's
that is
different
just
breed.
domination. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
He was a different animal back then.
Yeah,
I
bro.
really hope we see some Scott this season.
I
Here
need
we
it.
are.
Facts.
I'm waiting for you, Scotty.
And
well, we saw Scott last season, so
yeah,
you
we
know what I'm
did.
saying? So, we saw him recently. We just need more Scott.
Breaking news, actually. We have our first UDL Hall of Fame inductee that we're going to be
We're
announcing.
breaking that news now.
No, I guess not, right?
Let's not do that.
Yeah, we'll put some time
No.
into that.
We have one though.
We do have a Hall of
We
Famer
have one, though.
that
Y'all
will be
don't know
inducted
yet.
at this upcoming award show. So
Yeah.
make sure you're at this award show this year once we start selling tickets because you will not want to miss this Hall of Fame ceremony.
Hey, it's gonna be elaborate. You know we always do stuff the right way. You know what I'm saying? So just expect it to be the unexpected. You know what I'm saying?
Word. You got any final words to close out the pod?
Final words. I would just say, I hope everyone's ready for this tourney this Saturday. Make sure you get your reps in. Make sure you pull up and you play your hots out because Langa and J Rich is not playing no games this season. You saw how they came last tourney. You know what I'm saying? Rocco and Zoe ain't playing no games this season. My boy Troy ain't playing no games now.
I feel like I'm on the mic with Stephen A. Smith over here. Jesus Christ. My final words, I'll see you Saturday. That's about it.
My final words are, once again, appreciate all the support that everyone gives. Please comment on the posts that you see on Instagram. A little comment goes a long way.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if some of you noticed, but some of these reels that we've posted over the last several months are going crazy on UDL. Like your plunk. I don't know if you've seen this. Your plunk is up to like 20,000 views on Instagram. And like there's one comment on there from a random person that says like beer pong or beer dive is way better than beer pong. And it has like 30 likes from all sorts of random people that have just came across the video. Yeah. So like that video is out there on the Explore page. Yeah. Any comments you can toss in there, we really appreciate it.
It helps with the algorithm, yo. Like, if I don't know if y'all are hip to the algorithm, but the more you comment and like post, it makes Instagram think that people like the post. Therefore, it's gonna show it more. You feel me? So that'll help out a lot.
Other than that, let's have a great tourney Saturday. Text your buddy about the new rules if you don't think they listen to this pod, so they're ready for them.
Let's get it.
And we will see you Saturday.
Gang.